Well, I think it's 7 o'clock. Something like that. Probably. Only gonna be guessing. Well, it is 7 o'clock right now where I am. That is the time of the KaiMoCast. Tell me if the music is too loud or not. Tell me if the music's too loud, I can change that. But this is the KaiMoCast episode 12. The stay-at-home cyber kaiju event, as you can see right here. The little watermark, and then I forgot this guy's name. The cyber kaiju eventasaurus, or whatever he's called. I see we already got people in the chat. Kaiju Danny, howdy, you were here during the premiere of the video from earlier today. Tyranzilla's 94, Chickenzilla, Bonnie Blankenship, Paul Tackett? It's a bit loud, okay. Tell me if that's better. Kaiju Danny, or Kaiju O Danny. I happened to look up your Godzilla vs. Gundam and its sequel, Godzilla vs. Gundam 2, and boy, it's epic. Well, thank you very much. Will there be a third sequel or a spin-off? I'm not sure. The first one was to get into Raphael, aka Kaijuzilla 621's film contest thing, and I won, and then I didn't make anything for a year essentially, and I made Godzilla vs. Gundam 2 in about a week. But a third one, I'm not sure. How about doing a short film, Godzilla vs. Goku? I do have a Goku figure, however. I could definitely do it if I so desired. 7 more minutes. I'm guessing that was a few minutes ago. Sup? Howdy. It's a bit loud. Okay. Nice Svengoolie shirt. Well, thank you. Gotta be reppin'. Now, obviously, Svengoolie, at least where I live, will be playing right now, but I've already seen the movie that they're showing. It's The Land Unknown. It's a movie where people, find a crevice in the earth, and then, they try and they go down to the crevice and find... No, it's in the Arctic. My bad. It's in Antarctica. And they find a tropical environment, and they have technical difficulties with the helicopter, and they meet a bunch of dinosaurs. There's a kooky T-Rex in there, so... You too are a Svengoolie fan. Nice. I've worn my Svengoolie shirt every year at G-Fest that I've gone, and I've gotten compliments or whatever about it. So, there's a good community of Svengooliers. That's stupid. So anyway, I got some movies that I watched over the last few days, and I have them on deck, as it were, and then I also have some figures I need to talk about, because there's a movie called Godzilla vs. Kong coming out next year that some figures have either been announced or have already come out, and stuff that I am looking forward to that isn't even related to Godzilla vs. Kong. The company that created the coffin. Wow. The Land Unknown, I remember The Land Unknown, I remember that movie as well. It's been a few years since I've seen that movie, but I remember the T-Rex so well, man. It was a kooky movie if you ever seen one. Is it possible that MeTV will be available for my local Michigan TV station? I don't know. I mean, do you have cable, or are you like me and have an antenna? I don't know. It depends on I guess what your service is. Svengoolie, Crazy Chickenzilla. fun fact, Svengoolie's King Kong Escapes episode was the first time I saw that film. Wow. I've had a couple of those experiences, like a lot of those like 50s bug monster movies, like Them, or not Them, like what's it called, Tarantula, The Deadly Mantis, I think, a lot of the Universal horror movies I saw for the first time on that show. Acme is based in Chicago. That explained it. I'm pretty sure that's filmed in Chicago. I'm pretty sure Svengoolie's filmed in Chicago. Well, anyway, this is already the best chat I've got on any of my live stream podcasts. I have a question. Is a podcast if it is a live stream? Like, is this a podcast or is this a live stream? Because I know there are audio podcasts and video podcasts, and I have made some video podcasts, like with Captain McKay Random, Matt Burkett from Monstrosities, and Yoshi Dude. But would this be a podcast? Is this a podcast or is this a live stream? Or are they not mutually exclusive? Can they coexist? That's my question to you guys. Will you use the NECA? Will I use a NECA in a future film? I mean, I definitely could. The problem is that 1, 2, 3, potentially 4 of the NECA figures that I have. I say potentially because I might get the 54 Monster Arts. A lot of the NECA figures I have the Monster Arts counterpart too. So, yeah, and besides, like, you know, this can't really compare to a Monster Arts tail. You know what I mean? Actually, Elgin, Illinois, I'm not sure how you say that, is From Beyond the most messed up horror movie that aired in Svengoolie? From Beyond, is that the one movie where the guy turned into a slug? Might be thinking of the wrong movie. Oh no, I'm thinking of the right one. I don't know, I haven't seen this movie. I've only seen Brandon Tenold's review. The NECA Mothra. Will I use the NECA Mothra? I might. I mean, I have it right up there. It's just that I have the Monster Arts version of Mothra. It's over there on the King of the Monsters display. What do you think of the 03 and 89 NECAs? The 89 looks a lot better with the in-person photos than the promotional pictures made it seem. The promo pics didn't really do it for me. But looking at the in-hand photos, it looks pretty good, not gonna lie. Will I get it? I might. The 03 though is a bit of a different story. The way, I think it's a good looking figure. I mean, if anyone gets it, you know, I wouldn't blame it for wanting them to get it. But the way they did the neck articulation, like there's the head ball joint, but then there's the articulation like in the neck, and they did it at the base of the neck where it connects to the shoulder, and it just doesn't look all that great. You can see it especially in the like electricity blast version or whatever they're calling it. You can see the cut in the articulation around the shoulder, and it just doesn't look the greatest. Would it be interesting if Tamashi added a Godzilla 2004 to the Monster Arts line? I would love that. 04 is my favorite suit and movie. Final Wars. I have been vocal about this. '04 is my favorite suit and my favorite Godzilla movie, and quite possibly my favorite movie of all time. So, if Monster Arts decides to make a 2004, I will not be opposed. I will buy it in an instant. I will pre-order that figure so quickly. The neck joint's whack. Yeah. In fact, I'll pull up a picture. It does look pretty whack. If Google Images will load. Let's see, where's that version? That's not a great picture. Neither is that. Yeah, well, that'll have to do. Hyper, there we go. Both Final Wars and Final Goji, two of my favorite suits. I mean, those are the same thing. Oh, favorite suit in movie as well, okay. What Mothra figure did you unbox, I'm assuming? I didn't unbox any of them. I mean, here's the NECA Mothra. This is the normal version. Fun trivia: Destroy a Perfect Form is based on the Devilman design. Based in design on Devilman. Huh. Hang on, I'll get the Monster Arts Mothra. This is the Monster Arts Mothra right here. I'll actually make the lighting normal. This is the Monster Arts Mothra. This is the NECA Mothra. They're, for all intents and purposes, the same figure, just executed a bit differently. But I did not unbox any Mothra figure. The only figure that I've ever reviewed is the 2019 Ghidorah, which got me some pretty good views. Anyway, let's see if I can. Okay, I just need to find the image that I. Okay, this is not a great photo of it. It's a bit blurry, but this is the best I could find on a quick time thing. But look at the neck. It just doesn't look all that great, and you can see the articulation cut where it like does the golden arches, and it goes around the shoulder. Just, I don't know. It's just not my thing. But if anyone wants to get it, I mean, I'm not gonna judge, and I actually encourage people get them. Although they do actually, the feet look like the GMK feet, just reused a little bit. They just seem a little too big for Kiryu Goji. Will there be a SH Monster Arts Gigan 2004 special color version in the future? Then Final Goji joining the line as well. I don't know. I hope there is, because Gigan's pretty awesome in that movie, although he does die fairly easily the first time we see him. So, I would like there to be a special color Gigan. Just because I think that'd be interesting. Looks like NECA tries to recycle it as a 2002 version. I mean, they don't have the license to make any more figures aside from the variants of the two coming out. so I don't think we'll see a 2002 version. But well, I mentioned I watched a few movies, so I think I'll bring them up. I watched Life of Brian, Monty Python and the Holy Grail, and Speed Racer. Monty Python is amazing. I'm not the only one to have said this, and I'm not going to be the last. But I watched Life of Brian probably about a week ago, and my gosh, let me tell you, I've only seen it once before this, same as Holy Grail, and it was funny. So, man, that movie, especially the end with the always look on the bright side of life, and all the very British humor, because there's a difference between British humor and American humor. British humor is it's not as happy-go-lucky as American humor, almost. So, anyway, I don't know the actor's name who played Brian. Life of Brian, I'll have to look it up. Biggest dudes. Graham Chapman. He did a great job. All these Monty Python actors play so many different characters that it's amazing. Probably my favorite scene, though, is the Biggest Diggus part with Caesar, where he's like, "Does anyone feel a little bit of a giggle when I say the name Biggest Diggus?" And it's just classic Monty Python. Holy Grail is funny, obviously, as well. The Holy Hand Grenade of Antioch and the all the monks, and man, that was good. Me Too as well. I'm dying for both SH Monster, Skygan, and 2004 as well. I meant that NECA tries to replicate the scene when Kiryu stabs Godzilla with his blades and shot. Oh, from 2002. Yeah. Although I'm pretty sure the scene that they're trying to replicate is when Kiryu hits him with the hyper beam or the hyper maser from his chest, and not when they stab Godzilla. Anyway, what was I saying about the Holy Grail? I know it's just so unorthodox, because the opening credits are very not conventional, because there are supposed to be Latin subtitles, but then it just starts talking about mooses or meese or whatever you want to say, and all the galloping of the characters, because they couldn't they didn't afford horses, or they couldn't afford horses, and so they just took coconuts and started doing, let's see if I can, they just took some coconuts and they started going like, and then all the characters would just like gallop like they were on the saddle of a horse. Correcto. Yes. And then I watched Speed Racer with a group of friends, and a lot of them had not seen it. I've seen it multiple times. That was probably one of the most watched movies when I was a kid. And probably watched it like, there's one point in time where I watched it every day for like a week and a half straight. And let me tell you, for an anime adaptation, they did a good-ass job. Well, that was the movies I watched. I got through those pretty quick. They weren't in-depth reviews or anything, so you know, it's not like I really helped myself there with the reviews of them. But anyway, there was an image that came out about a week ago, I want to say. I'm just going to pull that up, and then we can talk about it. It's been causing some ruckus with some people, and it'll be up on screen right now. It's this image with Godzilla vs. Kong, the first official image aside from the same poster that we've been seeing for a year now. God damn. It's been a year since we've seen that initial poster that is used on everything, or was used on everything. And I gotta say, I like it. I do wonder if McFarlane Toys will do a Godzilla toy series if the licensing goes to them. Yeah, I don't know if I would want McFarlane to do Godzilla figures. I mean, personally, I don't know why they dropped NECA. I do know why, because they didn't want competition with the Playmates toys. But I wouldn't exactly want NECA or McFarlane to get their hands on it. I don't know. What do you think of the Playmates Godzilla figures? They're not my thing. If you'll be kind enough to brighten your room a bit. Is it dark? I mean, I'm kind of doing a motif here with the green and red. They're complementary colors. I mean, I kind of like it. I'm with D-Man on this image. Yeah, I mean, I know his stance. I like it. I do think Kong's butt is sticking out just a little too much. I know that was one of his contentions with this image. However, I do think as a promotional image, I think it's very good. It doesn't give anything away. It gives a good sense of scale of what Kong will be compared to Godzilla, because we know he was only like 100 feet tall in Skull Island, and Godzilla's 400 feet tall, so, you know, it definitely gives a good sense of scale for what we could expect. Godzilla's pose is a little weird. The way he is like rearing his head back is okay. I mean, it's a sumo-esque pose, like D-Man said. But Kong, I mean, he looks good. A lot of people are speculating that this takes place outside of the storm in around Skull Island. Personally, I think that could be true. I actually don't even think this is going to be in the movie, personally. You know, I just think that I don't know. I think it would be cool if they fought on a not a helicarrier. That'd be funny if they fought on the helicarrier, but on an aircraft carrier, I don't think they're gonna do that. But it's a cool image. I'm not gonna lie. It's a very cool image. So, you know, I did not mean to transition there. You know, it's okay. So, but going back to the Toymates, the Playmates figures, I definitely think it's okay. It's not. I think they're okay. They're not blowing me away. Like I said, they're not really my thing. I didn't get any of the Jack specific figures. I mean, they just weren't really my thing, you know. Have you worked with Ultra Act figures? I have not. I do not have any Ultra Act figures. The only Ultraman figures I have are these guys. Ultraman Geed or Jeed and Ultraman Ginga. Ginga's broken, unfortunately, so they can eat my ass on that. Sorry. So no, I don't have any Ultra Act figures. I really like Godzilla's pose. Yeah, I mean, it's a cool pose, I'm not gonna lie. It's just that some of the rendering, I guess, of it is a little weird. Is it true that NECA is officially done with their Godzilla line until further notice, since they never wanted to have a Yeah, I mean, they've been saying this for a while, that their Godzilla line was either going to be done or at least go on hiatus, because Legendary and Warner Brothers don't want any competition with their Playmates line. Even though several people have argued that they're completely different audiences that they're going to. You know, the NECA figures are much more adult, and the Playmates are meant for little 5-year-olds. I think the mentality is that they're still figures. Godzilla and Kong fighting each other on the ship docks reminds me of the U.S. poster of Godzilla vs. Megalon. Yeah, we're on top of the Twin Towers. Yeah. Although, that one, the Twin Towers is far more unlikely and dumb than, and unfortunate, than Godzilla and Kong fighting on aircraft carrier. Man. Gotta say though, those Playmate figures, you gotta give them props. They shipped out fast. I mean, they went up for pre-order, or they went up to order on like Tuesday, and they got shipped to people on Thursday or something. You know, it they got those things out fast. You know what I mean? Like, and you know, I have my Godzilla toys that are a bit big and chunky. Chunky. You know, I have the like 12-inch Godzilla figures, like the Kiryu, Final Wars Godzilla, and Gigan. I have those, but I had them when I was a kid, and they have sentimental value to me. These ones are just kind of chunks of plastic. Will you love seeing an anime movie called Godzilla vs. Devilman? I don't know. I might. I don't know anything about I don't know anything about Devilman. We got Captain McKay in the house. It's been a while, man. What's your dream Godzilla game? I know I like Destroy All Monsters a lot. Destroy All Monsters is pretty good. I mean, what else can you do? They've done pretty much everything that you can do. They've done the fighting games with the what do you call them? The Pipeworks. I almost said DreamWorks. The Pipeworks game or games. They've done a more movie style game with the PS4 game, and then they've done strategy games with all the like mobile and handheld games. So I don't know. I don't know what I would do differently. We're talking about the battle axe, Kong and his battle axe. I mean, I can pull up a image of that too. Playmate Kong. I mean, watch that axe not be in the movie. Oh. But watch that battle axe not be in the movie. And and then it was just a marketing ploy. Oh my god, if they did that, I would die. Let's see, image. Where is it? Battle. Here we are. Here's a good image of it. In package shot. I mean, it's I don't know. Like I said, it's not my thing, but it's a cool figure. I'm not gonna lie. I like the battle damage. It's a neat design. I know a lot of older figures. Cap, I know in your what's it called? TMNT video that you did the other day, which everyone should go check out at Captain McKay, youtube.com/Captain McKay Random. A lot of the older figures, they have like little clip-on or little like add-on pieces that you can make different characters out of, and like a lot of Super Sentai figures, I think, did that, which is interesting. It's a good way to get more money, but this is I wouldn't consider this a spoiler. I mean, if the axe is kind of you know, I wouldn't consider that a spoiler, personally. So it's true the NECA is going to put their Godzilla line on hiatus until Godzilla... I don't know if they're Playmate... I don't know if they're even... I don't know. They might... I think they might have actually lost the license itself. I don't think they can make them anymore. We love to see Godzilla fighting game, which will be based on Dragon Ball FighterZ, or Fighters. I don't know. I haven't played that. I'd love to see a remastered Save the Earth Destroy All Monsters Melee. I have Unleashed for the Wii, and motion controls ruin it for me. Thank you. Everyone keeps saying that. I hate the Wii. The Wii control, the Wiimote, and the nunchuck are stupid. Or is the nunchuck the Wiimote? What's it? The Joy-Con? I hate that. I hate that control system for anything. I just hate that. Just give me like a GameCube controller is perfect. A PS4 controller or whatever. Anything that isn't a Wiimote or an N64 controller. I already see both Godzilla and Kong in their battle damage versions. Reminds me of Jurassic Park figures. Yeah, Jurassic Park figures did the same thing, where they had battle damage versions or battle damage pieces. The axe looks like Stormbreaker. Yeah, it does. It does. I'll bring that image up again. It does look like Stormbreaker a little bit. Anyway, I do have another figure that I do have not on the way. It just hasn't been released yet. It's still on pre-order, but I got a notification from Hobby Search saying that it's going to be in stock soon, so prepare your wallet. And that is this guy, the 25 centimeter Godzilla King of the Monsters edition version. I don't know. I just went standard. I didn't need the Rick with the light up features because that just makes it more fragile and breakable, which I do not need. This is a pretty dope looking figure. I'm not gonna lie. I like the figure. In the profile photo, like looking at it head on, it is a bit chonky. But for whatever reason, every X Plus figure of 2019 just chonks all the way. I mean, look at the gigantic figure. I don't have a photo of it, but that figure chonks. DB Fighter Z is awesome, but it's frantic. I haven't played any of the Dragon Ball Z games. Although Cappy told me that the new one Kakarot is pretty cool. It kind of goes through Dragon Ball Z. Is for Thor vs Kong video. Nah, that'd just be one way. I don't know, because there's so many feats of strength that Thor has done that Kong can't do. I mean, I don't know, it's just not really something that is worth doing. You dare hate on my favorite way to play Mario 64 and Godzilla Unleashed? Every single time I play a Wii game, I rage quit because the controls are awful. The controls on a Wii game are bad. You know, and I see you retract the comment. Take responsibility for your actions. Take responsibility. No, I'm just kidding. But I just don't like the controls just because, you know, it's like, this is a horrible example, but you got the nunchuck and then you got the thing, and it's just separate. I just like having it all in one thing where it's, you know, I don't know. I just like it. No, time for Thor vs. Kong video. I don't know. Probably not. Although NECA is making the Kong figure, which, that thing is scrumptious looking. I've never described a figure as scrumptious. That's a weird way to put it. And I don't have a Thor figure. The Mafex one looks pretty good, especially with all the lightning bits. The Figuarts ones are expensive, although the Mafex one isn't exactly cheap either. I like some of the Wii Control games, bowling, baseball stuff. Oh, so the Wii Sports. I don't need to do Godzilla moves that make the one on TV. Well, I just hate how you have to go like this to make him do his smash. You know what I mean? It just, oh god, just do button combo. Do Oh, you know what would be a cool Godzilla game? Like a Mortal Kombat style Godzilla game. You know, button combos, button mashing. You know, I don't know if Cap. I know you and I are dandans, but you know, doing like all the different combos, like triangle, square, triangle, up, down, whatever. I don't know. I haven't played Mortal Kombat, but you know, I think that would be awesome, though. That would actually be awesome. NECA Kong looks amazing. Now that they're done with the G license, are there any you want to grab before? Sorry. Are there any you want to grab before they disappear? I got poster 54/56, and it's great. Well, I will get the NECA Kong. That is a definite buy because I like that a little more, actually quite a bit more than the Mezco Kong. Although I might get the black and white version because just in my head canon, that design is a 33 version. But I might get the 84 redo because this is the regular version and the dorsal plates are a little not great. But I might get the 84 redone version. I might get the 89. That's a maybe. And I can't really think of anything else that I would want to get. Killer Instinct. Yeah, that'd be cool. Godzilla with MK blood and gore would be badass. Oh yeah, just think about that. Just think about that. Come on. You know, you got Godzilla fighting Mechagodzilla, and then they're fatalities. Oh, dude, what would Godzilla's fatality be? Would it be the kiss of death? And if it's like Shin Godzilla, it would just be like the entire it would start off with the smoke plume, and then the fire, and then the laser, and then Shin Godzilla would laser the guy up or laser the monster up and then turn around and then do the back laser and just slice the son of a bitch up. That would be awesome. Played Godzilla Kaiju Daikisen for the SNES. Now I have to get an SNES. Killer Instinct was a fighter monster game. Yep, I know what you're talking about. Rip Baragon's head off as GM. Oh yeah. Think of how awesome that would be. The fatalities would be awesome. Like Mechagodzilla, for you can do 90, the 93 would be the G Crusher. Kiryu could be the Sub-Zero of the. He could be Cyber Sub-Zero. He could be the Cyber Sub-Zero of the Godzilla MK universe. Millennium Godzilla's fatality would be the spine. Would be spin around atomic blast into space like Final Wars. That would be awesome. And then the end screen where it says fatality or winner, it would be the same end screen where it's Godzilla's eyes and you can see the explosion in it. That would be awesome. We need to contact NetherRealms. We need to get Ed Boon on this. Will you be hyped for Godzilla? Would you be hyped if Godzilla would ever return to the Marvel Universe? I mean, I haven't read any of the comics. I think it would be. I don't want him to cross over with the MCU, but I don't know. As a comic line, I'd probably read it. I have issue 4. Hang on, I'll get it. I have issue 4 of the Marvel run. I think that would actually be, this is a pretty cool comic. I read it a little bit. But I don't know. Get an emulator. Yeah, I could. Your stop motion videos rocked, by the way. Well, thank you very much. Okay, cool. I'm just old. Let's see. G Crusher is Super Mechagodzilla's super move in Daikessen. Okay. Interesting. I'm not too well versed in the old video games, like SNES or NES. Like, I know some of them, you know. But man, I'm trying to think of other, like, fatalities for a Godzilla MK style game. I meant Godzilla returns to the MCU, to the Marvel Comics series, not the MCU. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I mean, I think it would be cool. I would definitely read it, but they already have the Ultraman thing going on, so. Is IDW still making Godzilla books? I remember liking the ones I read a few years back. As far as I know, I don't think they do. I don't think so. If they don't have the rights to make them anymore, or to make new ones at least, I think they have the rights to at least publish them, because I got this one, which is the Godzilla Rulers of Earth Complete 2. They released this last year. I don't think they have the rights to make any new ones, though. I'm not sure. You have to do more research, or I have to do more research. Will be awesome if Godzilla joins either Injustice or Mortal Kombat games. So that's what I was saying. Have a new Godzilla game be like Mortal Kombat. Have fatalities, have special moves, have like amplify moves, have that would be so awesome. Imagine Godzilla 2019's fatality. He smoked his opponent's head like a blunt, like he did. That would, hey man, that'd be funny. Look for the B&W Marvel trade for Godzilla. Oh, the black and white. Marvel also did Shogun Warriors. I'm not sure what that is. Heisei Godzilla could have the red spiral ray like Daikessen. Yeah. I mean, there are so many different. Oh, Anguirus. His fatality. He could like roll up into a ball and then roll into the kaiju and then just like spin on them constantly. Oh man, that would be awesome. And Megalon and Gigan, since they have like hooked claws, they can like stab. Megalon could like stab him and then like spin his drill hands. Cap. For your next animation, your next big one, have an MK style Godzilla fight. I know you just did a big Mortal Kombat animation that everyone should just go check out at youtube.com/CaptainMckRandom and just check out. But that would be awesome. I do imagine Heisei Godzilla's fatality would be him unleashing his nuclear pulse and then finishing, Red Spiral Ray. As for burning Godzilla's fatality, he'll just do what he did to Destroya. Hey, Net Jumper 2003. Gigan slices his opponent into pieces. Yeah. See, there are just so many awesome fatality options that can happen with a Mortal Kombat style Godzilla. I mean, they're not afraid to bleed. They're not afraid. Toho's not been afraid to make Godzilla bleed. Monster Arts Gigan has the chain hands. For God's sakes, the fatality possibilities are endless. Exactly, Cap. You have to do it. All of these were in Daikessen except Megalon's. I have to look up what here. Godzilla Kaiju Daikessen. Okay, I know what you're talking about. Also, did you see my Cyber Kaiju video? I have not. Send me the link on Instagram and I'll watch it when the stream is done. So. Yay. Anyway, we have another 15 minutes until the stream. We'll go another 15 minutes until the stream ends. So, let's see, what else did I have planned? Not much, except that you can follow me, KaiMo Films, on Instagram at KaiMo Films Official. No caps. This is just the way the Godzilla font works. They are now lowercase. And remember to like, comment, subscribe, /follow, and turn on the notification bell. I'm gonna start doing that now. I don't know. Excuse me. Love all your stop motion videos. Well, thank you very much. Ghidorah's fatality. He'll just cruelly torture his enemies, but killing them when ripping apart and then blasting them with the anti. Yep, that'll work. Shogun warriors were 2-foot toys. They did a Godzilla. Okay, yep. I know what you're talking about. I actually saw that at a thrift shop for like $10. What's the deal with Cyber Kaiju? I've been seeing it all over. Okay, Cyber Kaiju. I mean, you can see the thing, the watermarks, like right here. But someone named Steven's Toy Reviews, Cap, you may have heard of him. I don't know. He wanted to get, because everything is canceled, all the conventions are canceled. We're not able to, gather and meet and talk and, discuss kaiju, tokusatsu, and whatever. And so pretty much every weekend there has been some form of a gathering of some sort, whether it be people like doing little mini panels or just content creators making their own content. I mean, I did a video earlier today. So it's just a bunch of people organize. It's just this like event where a bunch of people just pitch in their own content. Get people talking about kaiju stuff again. So just look at the just what people have posted. It's pretty cool. Let's see. Trying to find it. Where's the damn... Is it in here? I don't know. There it is. Speaking of the video that I made earlier today, or released earlier today, I should say. You can find my stop motion starter kit on my channel at youtube.com/KaiMoFilms, blah, 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 blah. And I go over some of the equipment that you will need, and then I go over my process of animation. If you have any questions, queries, or just need clarification on things that I mention, feel free to ask either in the comments or hit me up on Instagram, because those are the best ways to find me. I'm a big fan of the Daikasin, as you can see. Yeah, I mean, whatever you think. Orga swallows his enemy as his fatality. Yeah, see, keep giving me more ideas. This would be awesome. Destroy his fatality. He'll slash his opponent with his laser horn and then blast him with his micro oxygen beam, reducing them to nothingness. Yeah, we need more blood though. We need some bloodiness to make it truly an MK crossover. Show Godzilla could just rip his opponent to shreds. Yeah. I have seen Steven's videos. That's cool. It's a good idea to get people involved. Yeah. And like I said, there have been people who have done this before. Cap, I don't know if you know Matt from Monstrosities. He was actually the second person that I talked to on my podcast. But he was part of another online convention where he and a group of friends just talked about like series and movies that people can watch if they're new to tokusatsu and kaiju. So yeah. But yeah, it's a really awesome idea, and I thought I'd throw my hat into the ring. KaijuCast did a great job. Yeah, they did. They really did. Chainsaw Gigan slices the enemy completely vertically. Yeah. And then the monster would like split in half, and you'd see the spinal cord and the rib cage and the guts. Yeah. Man. See, okay, that I know I've said this, but that would be my Godzilla game. That would be my Godzilla game. Yeah. Let's see. I don't think I had anything else on deck, at least. Let's see. Covered the Playmates a little bit. Let's see. I know what to talk about. The Monster Arts. Sounds like you need a Kaiju fatality video. I take it. Let's talk about the big bastard in the room. The SH Monster Arts Biolante. I don't have a photo of it. Might as well. SHMA Biolante. Let's see. Let's just go to Big Bad. That'll be easier. They have better photos than most anyone. There we go. Got the download. Swap out the images, or add the images. Biolante is probably one of my favorite Godzilla movies. It's just so good. Okay, there's a bit of a white outline, and it's very blurry. But wells, this guy. Können wir zugehen, bitte? Yay! It connected! It reconnected! Anyway, this guy, he is expensive. He's $300. Or she's $300. And normally I think at the first time she came out it was like $220. This is $300. Come on. You don't need that. Ghidorah could spray his opponent and melt them to the bone. That would be awesome. That would be awesome. Too much money, can't afford. Yeah, same here. I love the look of the Biolante, but I don't think I can swing that price tag right now. Yeah, you got the Sentinel cap. You have the Sentinel on your way, although that's coming out next year. Although, I didn't read all the little details on the HasLab website, but do they charge you like in August? Like, do they charge you like in the next few weeks? Because I know that's coming out next summer/fall. So you have to let me know about that. Repaint looks sweet. Yep. I was thinking about just sculpting and painting my own Biolante after that outrageous price dropped. Hey man, more power to you, and I tip my hat to you if you go that way. Please forgive. Is SH Monster Arts the same as SH Figuarts? They're the same company. They're the same company. Bandai Tamashii Nation, or Bandai, and then Tamashii Nations is a like subsect of it, of Bandai. But SH Figuarts does things like Ultraman. Let's see. They do the Robot Spirits line. they do the Dragon Ball line. And they do the DC and Marvel lines. So, Monster Arts does the Godzilla, Alien, Predator, Kong, and Gamera, and now Monster Hunter stuff. So, it's the same company, just a different subsect. They do different things. Sentinel doesn't get charged until end of August. Plenty of time to save money. I need 2 of them because... No, Cap. Come on. Cap, you're okay? I'm just kidding. Because I'm an idiot and I need 2. Gotta put all this stuff back. But man, Cap, how? Like I said on that video you posted, or that photo you posted. Rest in peace to your wallet. Do the Lin Kuei salute. Thanks, I didn't know. Yeah, no problem. It's my pleasure. Let's see. Oh, Bandai also does, although that's not Figure Arts. But, man, 2 Sentinel, and they're like 2 feet tall. I'm not gonna lie, Cap, though. Those Sentinels look good. 2 fucking Sentinels. Damn. You need to try and make it to Wonderfest here in Louisville, Connecticut. Or Kentucky, my bad. Hey, if someone wants to sponsor me to Wonderfest, they're more than welcome to do so. I mean, if you want to fly me out. Oh, man. Look up the con. Just looked up the con. But yeah, I actually want to see how much of a delay there is between when I say something and when it pops up on screen. Because timer stopwatch. Okay, I'm gonna snap my fingers, Thanos style. Yeah, man, no idea where I'm gonna put them or what I'm gonna do with them, but it's X-Men related and I have no self-control. I know what you mean. I mean, well, not to that extent. Okay, there's a 24-second delay between when I say something and when it snaps, or when I say something and when you guys see it. So keep that in mind if I don't see something or whatever. Yeah, man, I have no idea. Oh, just read that. Focus on garage kits. Wonderfest. Space Godzilla's fatality would be creating crystals inside of someone, and or like he would immobilize him by having crystals like shoot out from the ground, and then like make him explode, or have the crystals come out of the ground and then just like continually stab them. Man, because I know there are different. I know each MK character has more than just one fatality. So, man. Okay, so you guys can't see it. I'm still thinking about the height of those Sentinels. They're 26 inches tall, and right now, the way I have everything all set up, there's like a shelf that's about a foot tall, and then I have an X Plus figure, which is about another foot. And I'm just looking at it and just being like, that's where a Sentinel would be. If I were sitting in my chair right now, that's where my eye line would go to. If that makes sense. I know you can't see it because the camera is on the shelf and it's surrounded by figures. But, excuse me, Prost. My bad. Shouldn't be saying excuse me. I should be saying Prost. But, you know. But, I'm just thinking, like, that's where the head would be. I think, didn't HasLab announce that they were making, or adding a second tentacle for the hand, for the second hand, to capture the mutants? Cap, you should do a redo of your Sentinel in Metro City with that Sentinel, and just have Hagar go crazy again. Because that was a good video, my man. Right now, the biggest figure I have is the Jax 2014, the 2-foot one. That's going to be as tall as that. Yeah, I mean, I have the Ghidorah 2019, same as UCAP, and the wingspan is 2 feet long. So, flip it vertically. Or flip it, whatever. So, just trying to think, Cap, because Hagar versus Sentinel round 2. But I'm just trying to think, Cap, because you've shown your display for your X-Men, where you have the Xavier's mansion and the rising steps or whatever. What are you gonna do for the display? Do you know what you're gonna do? Because I'm genuinely interested, because there's nowhere in this room that can fit that fucking thing. So I'm interested to see what you would do. Just cause, I mean, I don't know how big the shoulders are, like how much space it takes width-wise, but obviously height-wise, it's gonna be a shelf hog. Or is it just gonna be one of those, like, just carry around the apartment type, or carry around the house type figures where you just like walk around with it and pose it, just sit down, edit a video, and pose it. Rodan could do a supersonic speed and cut through his opponents multiple times before they fall apart. See? Thank you guys so much for the amazing like ideas for Mortal Kombat fatalities. You know? This is awesome. I mean, we have Rodan supersonic slicing everyone. We have Space Godzilla stabbing monsters with the crystals. We have Anguirus like saw blading his enemies. We have so many awesome fatalities for this. My God, we are good. Thank you. Lively and animated chat tonight. Love it. Well, thank you. I thought about the main interior. I thought about a mall interior that looks like the first episode of X-Men, the animated series. 2 floors, multi-layered bunch of figures. Cap, if you pull that off, which I'm sure you can, because you have pulled off some crazy stuff. Hats off again. You know, walk around the apartment figures. More like buckle him into the passenger seat and fly around. And more like buckle him into the passenger seat and fly around the high capacity vehicle lanes. That is awesome. Yeah, it's basically a baby. It's bigger than a baby. Like, this is how big a baby is when it's born. I was gonna say something that I probably shouldn't have said, so I didn't say it. I censorship. I self-censored myself. But yeah, this is about the size of a born baby. Cap, you're gonna have 2 big babies on your hands. 2 big plastic babies. I'll stop talking. I'm stupid. I just realized that we went over the 1 hour mark just by a little bit. I know there are some people that, you know what? We'll go an extra half hour. This is the Cyber Kaiju Event Edition special. We'll go into the next. We'll go for another 25 minutes, so it'll be an hour and a half live stream. I will make this one public. Normally, I keep the KaiMoCast live streams unlisted in a KaiMoCast playlist, but this one will be public, so that it can be viewed for the Cyber Kaiju event. Mothra could use a seal on her enemy and crush them. Yeah. Rodan fatality. White droppings that burn. Yeah. Yeah. Acidic bird shit. Yeah. All of these are great examples. Yeah. Volunteer. Cap, I haven't seen the X-Men animated show. I know it's on Disney Plus, so I might check it out, at least that episode, so I know what you're referencing. But yeah, I mean, this is probably the best stream in terms of comments that I've had. This is definitely the best comment or best chat oriented stream, because there have been a few where no one chatted and I felt very alone. Just kidding. I'm kidding. I'm not making you guys feel bad. That's a dick move. That's a very dick move. There we go. I would just like to remind everyone that you can follow me on Instagram at KaiMo Films Official, no caps. And make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and follow. And, yeah. And make the bell notification on. Try to keep it PG, lol. Is dick move not PG? Okay, this is, let me say this. My channel is 1980s PG. My channel is before the before Temple of Doom PG, when PG actually meant something. So yeah, that yeah. X-Men animated series did a nice job with the Dark Phoenix saga. The first 5 or 10 minutes of the first episode shows the Sentinel in action in the mall. But yeah. So I'll definitely have to check out at least the first episode of the animated series. I know Wolverine has like a weird voice like this. I'm guessing, Cap, that's where you got your Wolverine voice, because I know there's one episode where Wolverine slices Cyclops' car, or he slices the top off and he says, "Tell Cyclops I made him a convertible." That's like the only scene I know. Biollante mauls her enemies before eating them. I think it should be more acid, although that might be too much like Hedra's or Hedora. That might be a little too much like his. I'm trying to keep it PG. Well, like I said, this is 80s. This is 70s and 80s PG right here. There are PG movies where there's full-on nudity. Actually, there are some G movies that are full-on nudity. There's some sci-fi movies that I mean, Airplanes has tits in it. You know what I'm talking about? I hear that voice in my head when I read comics. Yeah, I'm not a Batman the Animated Series person. I haven't watched any of it, although I did watch Mask of the Phantasm a couple weeks ago, or a couple days ago, week and a half-ish ago, I don't know. And that was very good. I liked that a lot. But I hear Kevin Conroy's voice. Like, I'm actually a Justice League. I'm a Justice League kid. That was coming out when I was a kid. And Spider-Man and his amazing friend Logan has an Aussie voice. But yeah, every time, like, I don't read a ton of comics, but every time I read a Batman comic, I think of Kevin Conroy. Kevin Conroy is Batman. He has the best Batman voice, although Michael Keaton is my favorite Batman. Speaking of Michael Keaton, I know I've talked about this on a podcast, but Michael Keaton's Batman has been getting a lot of love from figure companies. They, Mezco is making their offering. They've releasing it in a few months, I think. Not sure. I'm not sure if September, October, somewhere around there. They sold out. I couldn't get it, but Figuarts is coming to the rescue, and I will probably get that because that is a decent looking figure. Kevin Conroy's Batman is another one that I always hear when I'm reading the comics. Yeah, Kevin rules. Yep. Wolverine is Australian in that Spider-Man show, and in the Pride of the X-Men pilot that never got a series. I have no idea why. See, there are a lot of animated shows that I was just too young for. They just weren't my time. Like Beast Wars, that was before me. What else? TMNT, that was before me. Like I'm a Justice League kid. Now I need a Jack Nicholson Joker figure. Yeah. Give me a Figuarts one to go along with the Batman. And Cap, I know you were wanting a Mezco Nicholson Joker. G1, yeah, that was way before me. That was like 20 years before I was born. When did G1 come out? Is that 84? Well, that didn't help. Transformers G1. 1984. Yep, that was about 19 years before I was born. It's before my time. Before my time. Man. For whatever reason, right now, I've kind of gotten to the point where some of the movies and TV shows that I watched as a kid, I rewatch now, and they're not as good as I remember them. Like, let's see, admittedly, some of the Godzilla movies are kind of like that. Like, I really liked Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla 2, but then I rewatched it and it was like, okay, it's just okay. And then, of course, there are the opposites. There are some that I've rewatched that are awesome. Like, I rewatched Speed Racer. I know I talked about this earlier in the episode. But that was, like, I rewatched that the other day. That just, such a good movie. I didn't see Justice League until it was on Netflix. That and Justice League Unlimited were easy to binge through. So good. Yeah. I remember there was an episode of Justice League, I think it was like War World or something. My parents wouldn't let me watch it because it was too violent. And then I snuck watch it one day. And I was like, oh, come on, it's not that bad. What was the animated show with the giant robot with 5 monkeys? I don't know what you're talking about. I mean, there's the King Kong animated show from years ago that had a monkey in it. I used to think 54 was the worst. What? You used to think 54 was the worst Godzilla movie? Explain yourself. Explain yourself. Personally, I think it's the best. It's my second favorite, but it's not my very favorite. As I've mentioned earlier in the podcast, this guy is my favorite. There were no fights. I see. Now I can understand why someone would think it less than if there were monster fights. I just like that movie's just. It's the only Godzilla movie that I can think of that has genuinely good characters. Genuinely good characters, the ones that you care about. I know a lot of people say that Shin Godzilla is just a modern remake of 54, and I do agree to an extent, but the characters in that movie just do not stack up. And I'm out of water. As a kid, I didn't like 54 compared to the others because the 70s ones were more fun action-wise. As an adult, the original is a better movie, but something I'd show a kid, but not something I'd show a kid for entertainment. Mothra vs. Godzilla characters are good. Yeah, they're pretty good. I actually also rewatched that the other day, and that one is very good. To be honest, as a kid, I actually liked the 54 one, or at least the. Let's see if I can. This version of the movie, the 54 re-edit version. Actually, let's make things yellow in the motif of this. Oh, no. Is that yellow? It is yellow, apparently. In the motif of this DVD. This was the version I grew up on. And I actually really liked that movie, even as a kid. Oh, that's blue. I really liked that version as a kid. I'm a Heisei person myself. I didn't grow up in the Heisei. I grew up at the tail end of the Millennium era. But personally, you know, I always liked 54 more. I don't know why. King of the Monsters, yep. Super Robot Monkey Team Hyper Force Go was the show. That will be copy, pasted. If the V key isn't working. I've actually been having problems with that, with the V key. Oh well. I didn't see the original Godzilla or Gojira until I got it, the DVD. Oh, do you have the Media Classics version? Or is that what it's called? I don't know what it's called. It might be Media Classics, where you open it up and then there's a little Godzilla booklet in it, and then you have both the original and the Raymond Burr version. Because I have that. I got that at G-Fest. Does it have a little like sleeve on it? A little red sleeve that can come on and off? That's the one I have. That's just such a... I watch that every year on November 3rd. And every year I watch, I'm just reminded of how good of a movie it is, you know? Like, it's not just a good monster movie, it's just a good movie. I grew up with the Showa movies, the first two Heisei movies, and 2000 and Tokyo SOS. Yeah. See, with the Showa movies is that I didn't really like them because they were just kind of boring for me. Like, Hedra was one of my favorites, but like Gigan, Ghidorah the Three-Headed Monster, Monster Zero, Megalon. They just never really interest me. When I could be watching awesome beam attacks in the Heisei series. Obviously, like Ghidorah, the three-headed monster, I like far more now than I did, before, So, yeah, that's exactly the one I got. They did a few more movies too, which I would like to, which I would have liked to get at some point. I could not. Why was that so difficult for me to read? GMK Godzilla was so cool. Yeah, that's a good movie. I actually met the director of GMK, Shosuke Kaneko. Bit of flexing here. I know I'm flexing here, which I don't normally like to do. I'll make the colors normal. There you go. Ooh, Glare City. There. Met him last time I went to G-Fest, which was 2019. Hey, Cap, you going to G-Fest next year? I'd like to know. I'd like to meet you. That was just a weird way. That was a weird way to say it. My top 2 Godzilla suit. Yeah. 54 is number 1. Yeah. I had zero idea the Heisei movies existed because distribution was trash. When Treadmasters made toys of Biollante, Mecha Ghidorah, and Space Godzilla, I thought they were just made up for the toy line. Yeah, I remember you mentioning that, how you just sort of felt cheated. And when you found out that they were actually monsters in movies, you just felt cheated. I remember you saying that, yeah. Kill me for enjoying revenge more than 54. I'm not going to kill you for things that you like. I might ask you about it and have you defend your claims a little bit, but I'm not going to kill you over it. Keep in mind, this was pre-internet 1996. Yeah. If I go, you'll be the first to know. Well, thank you. Cap, I have a question. Even if you don't go to G-Fest, if I were to fly over to New York and get myself some lodging, would you share a pizza with me? Would you go out for a pizza with me? That's a stupid fucking question. Oh, man. Let's see. How's the jazz, you guys? This is the first time I've ever played music on a stream. How's the music? I haven't had any complaints since earlier about the music being too loud or not too quiet. I don't know. So, I hope it's good. Man. Still no water since the last time I checked. Let's see. Don't really have anything else. Am I in Bloomington? Nah. This is just the college where this is a cup that my parents got when they were there, when they went to college. Hopefully you'll find a better spot in New York than my area, but if you happen upon this area, sure. Yeah. I used to think Super Godzilla was the same monster as Space Godzilla. I mean, a lot of people did, actually, because obviously Space Godzilla was the inspiration for Space Godzilla, which I have to admit, Space Godzilla is a dumb design. It's a dumb idea. It's a cool design, dumb idea, because it's just Godzilla with shoulder pads. And you know what actually makes me a little mad is that because we had Space Godzilla, we never got Ghost Godzilla, because Toho has come out to say that they didn't want to do 3 Godzilla clones in a row. I mean, they did Mechagodzilla in 93, Space Godzilla in 94, and then they would have done Ghost Godzilla in 95. But they didn't want to do 3 Godzilla versus blank Godzilla movies in a row. So they did Destroya, which, is my 3rd favorite Godzilla movie. It's just that, I get I understand the need for variety and for individuality, I guess, of the movies. It's just that Space Godzilla is definitely the weakest Heisei Godzilla movie, but it's not my least favorite. Mothra is my least favorite Heisei movie. IU is a good school. Heard as much. But yeah, hopefully you find a better spot in New York. Oh, I already read that. But man, they made the right call. Destroy was a good movie. Yeah, I mean, it was a good movie. I'm not gonna lie. Like I said, I own it on. I'm not going to take it down because there's too much stuff in the way. But I own it on VHS. I own it on VHS. It's still sealed. I got it at G-Fest last year for $7. And at that time, it was my favorite Godzilla movie. But then I rewatched Final Wars and was like, nah, that's my favorite movie. You should Zilla vs. Bobby Knight was present for your parents. Well, what? Nani? Titan Goji better not join this stream. Man, if he joins the stream, I'll be fine with that. There's a meme in the community right now that he's Jesus and I'm mini Jesus, because apparently I look like Titan Goji, at least with the hair and the semblance of facial hair. But man, I've actually been in a debate recently with someone about how Destroya is a weak kaiju. He claims Destroya is a weak kaiju. I claim he's not, and I'm not going to get into it all, just because it's not really worth getting into, at least not right now. Yeah. Well, we are at in 30 seconds, we are at the 1 hour and 30-minute mark, at least for the stream, at least from my end of the stream. I would like to thank Kaiju O'Danny, Tyrannyzilla 94, Crazy Chickenzilla, Paul Teckett, Bonnie Blanket, Crazy Chickenzilla. Have to scroll down a little bit. Captain McKay Random, the Director. Anyone else? Net Jumper 2003, the Director. If you're still watching this, send me the link to the video that you made for the Cyber Kaiju event. I'll check that out. The hair is working with the hair is working with that, and the beard. You've got a 1960. Okay, Cap. I'm not going to lie. When you and I talked the last time, here I'll go white lighting so you can see the Jeff Bridges beard. Actually, I'll decrease the lighting a little bit. That's a little bit better. But when we were talking, Cap, the other day, or weeks ago, when you came on the podcast, and I had to rewatch Kong 76, I was brushing my teeth after I'd watched it, and I was like, I look like Jeff Bridges. And I was just thinking that for no reason. Obviously I'd watched the movie and. Can you hear me now? Kannst du mir hören? Kannst du mir hören? Bitte. Ist es connected? There we go. Everyone is live. I'm live. Yay. My Wi-Fi. You son of a bitch. Oh god, you do. Look like Jeff Bridges or Titan Goji? It seems like my stream stopped. Back, you're back, I am back. Nein. Kannst du ein bisschen Deutsch sprechen? Let's see. If is it okay? I think I should probably end the stream because I keep going in and out of commission. Anyway, man, I don't got cable. I have an antenna. Anyway. Okay, director, I did see your video. The 3D printed one. I did see that. If you're still here. Anyway, so I think I'm going to end it. I can't donate. No, you're fine, man. You're fine. I think I'm going to end the stream. Again, thanks to everyone for coming in and saying that I look like Jeff Bridges. Put the green motif back on. Ciao, enjoyed it. Thank you. Well, I don't know. I don't know how to close the stream. Oh, yes I do. Go to Instagram, search up KaiMo Films Official, no caps, and make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and/or follow. Actually, no, don't and/or, just and follow. And make sure to turn the bell notification on because that's what YouTubers have to say. So, I'm contacting Bandai Namco to get that game made. Thank you, Chickenzilla. Thank you. Thank you. So, well, with that all being said, again, thanks to literally everybody who has chatted. This has been the most interaction I have had in the 12 episodes that I have done. So, again, thanks to everyone. Good chatting. Stay safe. Wear a mask. What else can I say? Cap, condolences to your wallet with those 2 sentinels coming your way. And, yeah. Sayonara, auf Wiedersehen, tschüss. What do I normally say for my outro? I don't know. See ya, I guess. Jesus Christ.